It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fun airplane to fly.
What's going on, guys? Casey Flower here, wishing everyone a wonderful happy new year. Right now I'm in Portland, PDX, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit bittersweet. It's going to be my last flight on Alaska's Bombardier Q400-8. Going to be flying it up to Spokane today. We board in about 25 minutes, and I've flown on a lot of these Dash 8, so yeah, it's a bit bittersweet for me, being an aviation geek and the Dash 8 having such a special place in my heart. Just me having my last flight on the Dash 8 being today. And from these Embraer 175s, taking over the fleet of Horizon and SkyWest, but mostly Horizon if we're talking Dash 8. Then yeah, comes a day in every Alaska airline geek's time. The last Dash 8, mine for today. And yeah, that's going to take my last flight on the Dash 8 with Alaska. I ended up spending it at the terminal. Well, technically it was the morning because my inbound flight got me in at 12:30 a.m., which is why I looked like a new condo livery, but that's another story. But I wasn't complaining. There are multiple sources out there that say PDX is the country's best airport, and because of that, it has a really high reputation. Not to mention all the artwork scattered on the terminal, and the iconic carpet. I slept on one of those chairs this morning. It was also my first time in the new Big Eats Concourse extension, including seeing the new plans they have for 2024. In my opinion, seems too optimistic, but I don't know, see what happens. Yeah, I see it, actually, it'll happen. Today, I'll be leaving out of gate B11 for my flight to Spokane. Alright, board in about 15 minutes. Alaska A320 heading out to LAX out there. I'm gonna miss them, like, referring to the plane-side cart, like, because items are just simply too big to fit in the tiny overheads of the Dash 8, so we have to put them aside in the plane-side cart so they would ride in the cargo hold with stuff even like a duffel bag or like a large backpack would just be too big to fit in the tiny Dash 8's overhead compartments. I'm gonna miss that. I'm not ready for this retirement. Wow. It just gives out those small plane turboprop vibes, which the Embraer does not give out in the least, which, yeah, the Embraer is more comfy, but it's not the same. It's just not the same as the Dash 8. I made it down to the boarding area and waited. After a quick run in the waiting game, it wasn't long until people from my flight were preparing for boarding and my gate staff were preparing for boarding. November 405 Quebec X-Ray had the honor of performing my final Q400 flight with Alaska Airlines. She was delivered brand new to Horizon in July of 2001 and then automatically got switched with Alaska in January of 2011. Alright, here we go. Final Dash 8. I'm not ready. Boarding began and we made our way outside onto the ramp, and an aviation trip report wouldn't be complete without saying that boarding via stairs is always a pleasure for the geeks. I passed lots of Embraers and even the honoring those who serve special livery. I climbed aboard and made my way to seat 3A with a picture of 31 and a width of 17, and an epic prop view. My backpack couldn't actually fit in the tiny Dash 8 overhead, so I had to put it on the seat in front of me. But guess what? Still better than those silly Embraers.
Welcome to aboard Flight 2129 to Spokane, proudly operated by Horizon Air. Thanks for being mindful of others while finding your seat. A and E are your window seats, B and D are your aisle seats.
The rest of our packs boarded, and it wasn't long until the captain came on, giving us a nice, warm welcome.
Flight to Spokane this morning, proudly operated by Horizon Airlines. Got a flight time today, about 55 minutes should be. Forecast is mostly smooth, won't know till we get to altitude, so I'll see that we do ask keep your seatbelts fast. And it's foggy and cold in Spokane with freezing fog reported, so when you get there, enjoy it. Thank you.
We pushed back, started our Pratt Whitney turboprop engines, and made our way to runway 10 left for our departure. We climbed out with an absolutely beautiful views of Mount Rainier in the distance, Mount St. Helens, and even Mount Adams.
Left-hand side right now, there's a great view of Mount St. Helens and Mount Adams.
Once we got some smooth air at a cruising altitude of 23,000 feet, the crew started their snack and beverage services. It was very traditional for a regional flight, so I just got water and a couple of Biscoff cookies. You can't go wrong there, can ya? We then got to see even more beautiful sunrise views of the snow and low clouds on the central and eastern Washington Palouse. Alaska's South States have always had a special place in my heart, even before my first flight in one. My parents got divorced when I was 8 and living out on the Hawaiian Islands. And after the divorce, my dad ended up moving back to Washington State and was living in northern Washington near Vancouver for a handful of years, followed by living in eastern Washington in the Spokane area for a few more years. As I was 8, I ended up flying in the unaccompanied minor program with Alaska Airlines, so that only limited me with only one flight to Seattle. My introduction to the Mighty Dash was always watching them depart SeaTac with my dad as we were all waiting for my flight to depart out of Seattle. Whenever we were there, we would always sit down and eat breakfast in the big food court area with a big window, and me getting introduced to the special Dash 8 call deliveries. That was my introduction to plane spotting in general, and as a part of why my name is Casey Flyer, but that's a topic for another video. It was into the summer of 2017 when I took my very first Dash 8 with Alaska Airlines, registered as a November 4 and 6 Quebec X-ray, which is unfortunately long gone at this point, and that was actually the very first trip report of mine. You can watch it if you want, I'll put it in the top right, but just to let you know, it's super cringy, so set your expectations appropriately. So as the years went by, I took more and more Dash 8s to and from my dad as the first or last leg of my trip, and they were always my physical connection to get not only me and my family safe and sound, but with everyone else and connecting them with all of their secondary West Coast communities for various reasons, from reuniting with their family to business or even a simple holiday, long before the Emperor came into the picture. Anyway, enough of me confessing my love for this turboprop. We're down in Spokane after a quick 49 minutes en route. There's a company Dash de-icing, so we did have to wait a little bit for our turn to park, but before I knew it, it was our turn, and we made our way into the gate. The engine shut down, and I made my way up front to have a chat with the pilots who still have the pleasure of operating the Mighty Dash. But it doesn't feel like they felt that way. Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Hey, how's it going? How was the flight from Portland?
It's good.
Good, yeah. So I'm an aviation geek, and there's a very good chance that this might be my last flight on the Q400. Okay. So it's a bit bittersweet for me.
Yeah. So what?
So it's a bit like bittersweet for me, like as a flight, yeah. Because it's just my last flight on the Dash. Yeah. So, are you planning to go to the Embraer after this one? After they retire all these?
Yep.
Yeah. You think?
We've got a January 23rd class date, so.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
One more month.
Hey, are you gonna miss flying the Dash? You think?
No. It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fun airplane to fly.
Yeah. It's a bit of a learning curve, isn't it? I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How
You
long?
should become a pilot.
Yeah, that's the plan. For either Alaska or United.
Do you want to get a picture?
Yeah, sure.
Get all the lights on.
Yeah. Cool. Dope. Yeah. How long have you been on the dash?
2 years for me.
2 years.
Almost 4.
Really? Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you are looking forward to getting into the Embraer.
Yeah, it'll be
Nice. Yeah.
a good change of scenery.
Yeah. I bet. Yeah. I have a lot of family up here, so I fly the dash a lot, like in between them. So I have a lot of like flight hours, like on the dash, like as a passenger. So yeah, just like this being like maybe my last flight on it, just yeah.
Yeah, cool. Glad you're able to
Yeah.
get on one more
It's
time.
nice, yeah. And like beautiful, like scenery coming up here too, of like the sunrise and mountains off the side.
Yeah, man, that was great.
Yeah.
It's real pretty.
All right, that's it. No more Q400s. The next time I take Horizon, it's gonna be on a silly Embraer, like the one about to taxi behind me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of mine of my last time on Alaska's Q400 up here to Spokane. No Raleigh rating on this one because this isn't really anything new. I really only do Raleigh ratings if it's something new, like a new flight, new airplane, new airline, and this was not anything new. This was not anything new to me. Quite the opposite. It was my last one, so very old. My last one, old but gold, right? But yeah, pretty bittersweet. I'm not happy about it at all. But it's good. It's good that the airline's getting upgraded, all jet fleet. But it's a beautiful airplane, the Dash. Anyway, yeah. So my next trip report, we're gonna be going somewhere a lot warmer than this. I'm not gonna say where, but it's gonna be a lot warmer, a lot better weather than that what we have out there. Trust me. But yeah, I hope to see you guys then, and I'll see you in that one. Bye for now. Also, I just realized my hair has been such a mess like the entire video. Like, I try to get these down, but like, they're like, what the hell? I don't know. They won't stay. You're the reason the dash sheets are going away. You are the reason. Today was a sad day. Embraer, go away. Don't come back another day.